Part 2 of the video review of the Mini Countryman JCW 27/2018 model. As you can see, the interior has been completely facelifted now from the F series, from the R series. So you've now got the oval style vents for the air conditioning, the new infotainment system which is totally touchscreen, I'll show you that in a second, and the new sweeping dash that goes down and highlights the controls for the aircon, all the doors, etc., down to the auto gearbox, Tiptronic box, and then down to the electronic parking brake, which is brand new. You don't have to remove the parking brake, it automatically removes, you just need to put it on. And the sport controller to go to eco mode, normal driving, or sport mode. And there's a big difference between all of them now. The eco mode tells you off when you're not driving in what it considers to be the correct manner. So you have to watch your old right foot action on that one, I'm afraid. Sport mode does a big difference. It really opens the valves up of the exhaust, really makes it throaty. Media center system here. Normal BMW stuff, dial, and then the shortcut buttons all the way around it. So if we kick back up to the infotainment display, got a massive widescreen sat nav on it now, which is touch to zoom, so you can zoom in where you like, or you can use the wheel. As you can see, there you go, that's me using the wheel, zooming in. And out of interest today, we got, when we were out shopping, we had a 3D display of the shopping centre, which was quite cool. So we had all like the buildings coming up out of the scenery, which was obviously a bit gimmicky but quite cool. Head-up display on this one, and you can see there. Again, all of these digital dials and the head-up display and the entertainment system are all completely customizable in what information you want to display and how you want to display. I'm just going to turn the aircon down here. The aircon dials now, the ring around the outside controls everything, as you can see. And then you've got auto, and then where you want it to go to, temperatures on this side. So you turn it up, boom, and it goes up. And as you can see, the dial twists around whether you go hotter or colder on the old system up there as well. So you've got the sports Alcantara interior on this. I'm not going to say Alcantara too many times because I said it quite a few times in my first video of part 1, so I'm not going through that again. Seats, very good. They've adjustable fronts to them, as shown again in the previous video, so you can just put that where you want to if you've got longer legs than other people. Mega supportive, lumbar support as well on the side. Fixed headrest on them these time, which is quite nice. I quite like that. And they've got a real good detail on the back of them there. You can see that mirrors the front grille and all the air vents, intake and everything. On the door, you've got the matching Alcantara coming down. Red stitching right the way across on the Alcantara on there. Massive bucket pockets now on the front. You've got enough room for a big bottle in there and some bits and pieces in there as well. Glove box slung underneath. Normal mini sort of size of glove box. Now the interior's really stepped up its game. All of these are all soft touch, so they're quite spongy, which is quite nice. I like that. This has got the piano black interior trim. The option that you can do is, I think it's called My Mini or something like that, but thousands of little LED like pinpricks all the way through this, and also the sweep on this as well. If you have a look at my the Clubman video that I did before, of the Clubman JCW, that shows it on that. So it's the same, you can have the same option on this. They've moved the Harman Kardon speakers from the A-pillar. They were up here before. Now they're actually part of the door. They're here. Secondary speaker system there. Bass speakers as normal, slung underneath. Controls for the windows, electric mirrors, folding mirrors option on this as well. Lock and unlock button on the driver's door only. Up top we've got lighting switches and the moonroof control, which again has got a cover over it, so if you don't want it, if you want to diffuse out the light, you can diffuse it out, no problem. Oh look, there's my old one. Actually, while we're here, we'll just do a quick differences between the two, shall we? So if you look, excuse the noise of the traffic going past, if you look, the main difference, it looks higher, but actually I don't think the car is, because if you look at the wheel gap on my old one, that's the wheel gap on that, and then the wheel gap on that is a lot bigger. And also I think the height of the car off the ground is a lot higher on the new one than the old one, so I think it makes it look taller. Main design differences are the rear crease line on this. You've now got a crease on the back wing arch. You haven't on the old one. It's a nice smooth line, slightly creased on that. And again on the front, they've put the shoulder line that then goes down and forms the light as well, whereas on the old one you don't have that. You have no shoulder line, it's just the smoothness. Excuse the state of my car, it's filthy at the moment. Here's a better clue of the boot size. There you go. Nice big boot. Auto close option. So if we go back inside, should we try and get a quick one of the noise that this thing makes? Let's give it some rest. It's weird because it doesn't make as much noise as mine does in pops and bangs, but overall in its acceleration, while it's accelerating, the noise that it makes is a lot louder than mine. It's a lot deeper, it goes for a lot longer, and it doesn't sound as stretched because of the new 2-litre engine. Everything's a lot smoother in it. It doesn't seem to be pushing the car as hard to get the same sort of speeds out of it. It's more than comfortable to really floor it, whereas mine, you know it's flooring it because the engine sound is a lot more, whereas this, it's all exhaust noise. The noise in the cabin actually from the exhaust, you can hear it when it's in sport mode, but in mid and in green you don't get that at all, which is great. So guys, what I'll do is signing off now, and I'll do part 3, which will be a review probably of it driving around. I want to drive it for 2 or 3 days first before giving you my opinions on it. So thanks a lot guys, catch you later.